Visión comunal, en contacto con las comunidades.
Venezuela in the news. News from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela.
Headlines. The third Venezuelan satellite will be in space in September 2017. Paraguayan foreign minister involved in Operation Condor. Iran will boost the oil market with Venezuela. The President Beijing confirmed that the Venezuelan government will launch the satellite Sucre in September 2017, the third one of Chinese-Venezuelan manufacture and the most modern in the South American country. After its launch, the Sucre will strengthen the Venezuelan state's planning activities in the areas of agriculture and urbanism, health, energy, food security, social natural risk management, hydrocarbon prospecting, mapping geography, citizen security, and the international cooperation for attention in natural catastrophes or technologies, also known as the Charter Program. The Sucre satellite VRSS-2 finished recently its first phase of the critical design review, which consisted in the assembling of 2 prototypes, similar to the satellite that will be launched into space. Venezuelan experts and technicians of the Chinese Space Academy developed tests in different areas. Once the Bolivarian Agency of Space Activities gets its 3 satellites, it foresees to strengthen the cooperation in the supply of images with India, Argentina, Brazil, Canada, and Russia, as well as to boost relations with China, the only country that has transferred technologies and knowledge to the Caribbean nation. The Paraguayan media Última Hora published yesterday a document that proves the current foreign minister of that country, Eladio Loizaga's participation in the Operation Condor. The media refers to documents from the Truth and Justice Commission created by request of the civil society to the Congress. The Venezuelan Minister of Foreign Affairs affirmed that Loizaga was involved in that criminal operation that activated a wave of repressive actions during the decades of the 1970s and the 80s, financed and orchestrated by the U.S. and the leaders of the dictatorial regimes of the Southern Cone. According to the press media, Loizaga said to be 12 years old at that time, but in reality he was over 25 during the strongest period of the Operation Condor, for he was born on March 17, 1949, and was already working in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In these terms, Eladio Loizaga is involved in one of the most criminal plans implemented in South America. The Venezuelan government indicated that during 2016, the security forces have seized 33 tons of drugs. The Minister of Interior and Justice revealed in an official report that last year Venezuela confiscated a record of 79.5 tons of drugs, 61% more than in 2014. Since the expulsion of the U.S. drug control offices from Venezuela in 2005, the country has multiplied the arrests of traffickers and the seizure of drugs. The government has even modernized its air fleet to combat these mafias.
Venezuela in the news.
The Venezuelan government called for today a meeting of the Southern Common Market to address the challenges and future of the regional bloc. The call arrived 24 hours after the encounter held yesterday by the national coordinators of the Mercosur member countries, to which Caracas did not attend. Venezuela rejected yesterday's call and accused the government of Argentina of having usurped powers. A spokesman of the group of coordinators confirmed that yesterday there weren't any conclusions given. Only notes were taken of each country's position and will be elevated to their respective authorities. The spokesperson only said that there were coincidences in several subjects, but didn't know if those coincidences were presented at the level of foreign ministries. Yesterday, sources from the OPEC said that Iran could support a joint action to boost the oil market. According to diplomatic sources, for this the government of Iran can associate other oil producers. Iran can help revive an intent of oil agreement to freeze the production levels in the OPEC meeting scheduled for next month. The Iranian nation, third largest producer in the OPEC, increased its production since the lifting of the sanctions against that country in January. Venezuelan Minister of Petroleum Eulogio del Pino visited several oil-producing countries last week, including Saudi Arabia and Iran, to promote an agreement.
News from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela.
Headlines. The third Venezuelan satellite will be in space in September 2017. Paraguayan foreign minister involved in Operation Condor. Iran will boost the oil market with Venezuela.
Venezuela in the news. News from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela.
Visión comunal, en contacto con las comunidades.